Alycats and new viewers. So this is part 1 of my August 2014 favorites video, and if you don't know what my favorites videos are, it's basically where I tell you about all my favorite games and movies and TV shows and books, YouTubers every month, and I do 2 a month. And I'm saying this because I have a lot of new subscribers, and I have to give a huge thank you to the Gebs24. Gemma, you are a doll. You are so sweet. Thank you so much for the shout out. And for everyone that has migrated from her channel and come over here and subscribe to me as well, thank you so much. This means the world to me, and I would love to get to know each and every one of you. So leave comments down below, introduce yourself, make yourself a part of the Alycat family. And I'll just get started with the first part of my favorites. And if you don't know, I do put the links for basically every movie and game and TV show in the description box down below, so you can check it out if it sounds like something you're interested in. So yeah, I'm totally cool like that. No, it's just a lot of hard work. Okay, moving on to the first thing, which is my favorite book. This is not going to appeal to guys, I don't believe, but it's a YA novel, but it's so good. It's called Say What You Will, and it's by Kami McGovern. I think this is her very first either her first novel or her first YA novel, but it's about a girl with cerebral palsy and a boy with OCD, and the boy has to take care of the girl with cerebral palsy while they're at school, and they fall in love with each other. But it's a very realistic love story. It's not like sugar-coated, it's not how you would expect it to end. It just is not like stereotypical, it's real, and I loved it. Like, I was on the verge of tears reading this. It's almost painful to read because it's so realistic and it's so heartbreaking, but it's such a good novel. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to reread this, and you know, I would love to see a follow-up to this book because I need some closure. Kami McGovern, I need closure. And that's the only book I really enjoy this month. I don't read as much as I used to. I know that really sucks. But moving on to TV, there's only been one show I've watched, and I really enjoy it, and it's a sci-fi original series, which I've been watching a lot of those lately. I don't know what that says about my taste. But it's called Helix, and basically the premise of the show is the CDC, they're at the base, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the technical term for it. The CDC. Anyway, one of the doctor's brothers has this illness, and they don't know what's wrong with him, and soon a lot of people at the CDC get this virus, and they're having to quarantine them. If they bleed, just black goo comes out instead of blood. And there's this moment just in the first episode that sticks with me because it's just so awesome and so gory. But they're opening a body bag, and they open the body bag, and just a bunch of black goo just falls out instead of, like, you know, anything else, and there's just a bunch of bones inside, but it's just like black goo is cascading out of the body bag. I don't know why I found that so awesome. It's really gross, actually, but yeah. And they don't know what's causing this virus. It's not airborne, but the virus eventually turns the host into a zombie-like creature, and the zombie-like creature will go and, you know, try to eat people. So they're trying to figure out what this is, how to make a cure. And it's a great show. I'm loving it so far. It's creepy, it's scientific, it's smart. I love it. So if it sounds like something up your alley, and if you like sci-fi stuff, definitely check it out and check the trailer out because it's pretty awesome. Now, I've watched 3 movies in the past few weeks since my last favorites video, and they're all kind of horror related. Like last month I had like girly movies in my video, but this first part, I have horror movies. So the first one I enjoyed was The Evil Dead, and no, not the remake, the original, like 1983. It was in the 80s, I'm not sure about the specific year, but that film starring Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, and it's directed by Sam Raimi. And yeah, the effects are cheesy today, but you know, it's still freaky. I mean, I still got freaked out by this film, and you know, it is campy, but it was really, really awesome to watch, and it was just it's such a cult classic that I'm kind of surprised I haven't watched it sooner. It's super gory, super violent, super crazy, and I definitely need to watch Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, and then maybe the remake if I'm not too much of a chicken. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead. It was really good. If you haven't watched it and you like horror movies, definitely check it out. The second one I watched was so good. Oh my gosh. I love the first film in this series, and it's Insidious Chapter 2. Now, the Insidious series doesn't really scare me. Both films, yeah, I jumped at a few moments, but I didn't have nightmares. I didn't have trouble sleeping because of them. But the second one is so good. Like, the first one, was about the son. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the Insidious movies. The son was a demon was trying to possess the son because when he went to sleep, he could go to this other world, and the family didn't know what was happening, and blah, 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 and they find out the dad could do the same thing, but he had repressed his memories. So the second one delves into the father being possessed by this demon, and they're trying to save the father, and it's just so good. It further expands the story. It kind of fleshes it out more than the first film did, and there are some creepy moments, like Gare Bear, I'm sorry, but this movie you do not need to watch unless you want to scream like a little girl. But, if you're tough like me, you're just going to jump a little bit, maybe. You might not even jump. But if you're like Gare Bear, don't watch it. Okay? If demonic possession movies bother you, don't watch it. But it's really, really good if you can stand watching it. And I was kind of biased towards this film though, because story time, when I went to LA, we went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, and me and Marcus went through the Insidious Chapter 2 house where they had like scenes from both movies, and you'd walk through them and like they'd have figures, and some of those figures would just be fake and some would be real people, and they'd jump out at you. They always jumped out at me because they go for the girl. But yeah, that was so much fun. I loved going through the attraction, so I love seeing the film, and I recognized several of the set pieces. It was awesome. So definitely check out Insidious Chapter 2. But I highly recommend watching the first one first if you haven't seen it. And the last movie, which could be categorized as TV, but I'm going to say it's a movie, Sharknado 2, of course. It came out on my birthday. I was like, I gotta watch this because it's out on my birthday. I love Sharknado. I got my little Sharky over here. I don't know if you can see him. But it was awesome. I love the celebrity cameos like from Kelly Osbourne and Will Wheaton and Billy Ray Cyrus, and how most of them got killed off. Spoiler alert, sorry. But it's a Sharknado. People are going to get killed off. But it expands from the first movie, except this time it's in New York City instead of Los Angeles. And it's just campy fun. It's like one of the best B movies out there, okay? Just watch the Sharknado films. They're campy, fun films. And yes, they're not Oscar masterpieces or anything. You have to go in with an open mind and not expect it to be, the best movie ever. You have to go in expecting that it's going to be cheesy and stupid to really enjoy it. Like, it's so bad it's terrible, but the acting has been improved in the second film, and the production values are higher, and they are making a third Sharknado, so I cannot wait to see where they pick. I have a feeling it's going to be Miami or somewhere, and hopefully they'll have even more awesome celebrity cameos and all this stuff, and just way better production values over the second one, even though those are pretty good. Sharks are still kind of cheesy, but I love it. I love sci-fi B-movies, so yeah, Sharknado 2 is the bomb. So over the past couple of weeks I've played 2 games, and the first game is not really a game, but it's The Walking Dead Season 2 Episode 4. I can't remember the episode title. Was it In Ruins? I can't remember. It had something to do with ruins, but it was so good. I loved the second season storyline. Spoiler alert, you play as Clem. Clem is awesome. I love Clementine. And it's a brand new cast of characters, of course, and, of course there's going to be deaths, there's morality choices, and it's a different story from the TV show or the comic books, so it's really interesting. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, definitely play this game. It's like a point-and-click adventure type of game, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really well done. It's a masterpiece. I love it, and I just highly suggest checking it out. Download it if you have not downloaded it, but you have to play the first season to play Walking Dead Season 2, but it's worth it. It's worth it, trust me. It's marvelous. And the second game I enjoyed this month, which was actually a birthday gift, and it's not very long, but it's Murdered Soul Suspect, and I loved it. A lot of people didn't like this game, but, I really enjoyed it, and, people told me that if I liked Heavy Rain, I would like this game, which I liked Heavy Rain. I liked it a lot. And I just loved learning the story of Ronan O'Connor and his murder. I loved just solving the crime scenes and the investigations and trying to solve the Bell Killer murders. And it had the right amount of creepiness and the perfect amount of atmosphere. And yeah, there were some glitches, okay? Like, one time my character for some reason had a limp. He's a ghost. How does a ghost have a limp? It fixed itself after I reset the console, but it's just like, what? And sometimes after like the loading screen would load, my screen would be totally white until I pushed a button. Minor glitches. It's still a great game. So if you like investigative type of games, definitely play Murdered. And I'm so sad that Airtight Games got shut down because this game didn't sell well enough. This is an awesome game. And there's not much combat in this game. The only combat is when you come across demons and you just basically sneak up behind them and hold the right trigger button, and then you push two buttons together and that kills the demon, which I actually hated those parts because I was like, I just want to investigate the story and the crime scenes, and once all the murders, I don't want to be fighting demons, I just want to experience the story. Demons kind of ruined it for me. A lot of people actually liked having the demons in there, but for me, it kind of ruined the story. I just wanted to experience it. But yeah, I mean, it's a great game though, don't get me wrong. And you can possess cats, okay? You can make them meow as much as you want to. That's awesome. And you can possess people and read their minds. How cool is that? So definitely, just at least check out a demo or a trailer for this game, because it's so underrated. It's so good. But yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, like I've said before. If you didn't like Heavy Rain or LA Noire, that kind of type of game, Southern, that type of game, then you'll probably not like this. But if you did like this kind of games, definitely check this out. And this is available for PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. So whatever platform you want. And of course, all my favorite music from the past couple of weeks is in the description box down below. 10 songs, of course, OCD. So give them a listen, let me know what you think about them. And, you know, I have weird taste in music, I know, it's really eclectic. But yeah, I enjoy listening to music. That's why I have a musical tattoo. Music is my life, so check out the songs if you want to. I'm not pressuring you, but they're really good. You should check them out, but you don't have to. In the final part of my favorites for these first couple of weeks of August are the YouTubers, of course, and I select like between 3 and 5 YouTubers a month that I've enjoyed watching and kind of spread the love to them. Some of them are larger channels than I am and some are smaller, but it doesn't matter because they have awesome channels. And the first one is Dave, I'm a Game Geek, and Dave is such a sweet guy. Oh my gosh, and he's got an amazing channel. Like, I've been a subscriber for a while now, and he took a little hiatus, but he's back now. And he gave me a shout out in one of his videos, which is so sweet. And he does like collection videos and his thoughts about, you know, different topics. And he just does like video responses and all different kinds of videos. And he's just an awesome guy, like I said. He's very genuine. So check out Dave, I'm a Game Geek's channel. And of course, it'll be in the description box down below with all the other YouTubers. So check them all out. They're all awesome, trust me. The next one is Champion2D Rob, and Champion2D Rob does like collection videos and pickups and video responses and, you know, sometimes mail like openings, and he's awesome too. Like, he's really nice. From the few times I've talked to you, you're really nice and I enjoy your channel. Every time I see a new video of yours, I have to watch it because I'm like, I gotta see what he's gonna talk about. But yeah, he's really interesting, so go check out his channel. The next one, if I screw up your name, I'm so sorry, but I've heard people say it differently every time, and I'm just like, it bugs me because I'm OCD, so I'm sorry if I butcher your YouTube name. But the next one is Cojones Deloro? I don't know if I said it right. I'm sorry, I probably murdered it. But he actually won YouTuber of the Month for July on the 16-Bit Brothers channel, which is another awesome YouTube channel. And he totally deserved it because his videos are full of awesomeness. They can be quite lengthy, but you know, that's awesome. I love to hear you talk. And he does like a huge variety of different types of videos. Like, he's got like these videos called Waffle Large where he just talks about different topics, and he does like his pickups, and you know, he plays games. I forgot the name of those videos. Oh my gosh, it's like a suggestive title, which you would think I would remember, but he's done 2 of them. Your girl had to remind me, or I'm going to have to look it up after this, because it just slipped my mind. I knew what it was until I just mentioned it. But anyway, he's really awesome. Cojones Deloro. Check out his channel. And the final one is 2D UK, and he's an awesome guy as well. I always say these guys are awesome, but it's true, they are awesome. But 2D UK has a lot of different kinds of videos, like most of these other guys I've mentioned. He does like tales from the car boot, and pickups, and trades, and video responses, and all these different kinds of just great videos. He's been nominated for the YouTuber of the Month for August on the 16-Bit Brothers channel, and they're another channel you should watch. They're really awesome, so I'll put their channel in the description box down below as well. So those are my YouTubers that I recommend this month. Dave, I'm a Game Geek, 2D UK, Coney Steloro, and Champion 2D Rob, and 16-Bit Brothers. Those are all the YouTubers, so check them out, give them love, tell them I sent you if you decide to go and subscribe to them. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and these are my favorite videos to make. They're the hardest to make because I have to find all the links and, you know, post all this information, but you know what? I love it. I love it. And it just helps me kind of get my thoughts and opinions out about what I love, so that's why I love these videos so much. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Tell me down in the comments down below what your favorites have been these past couple weeks or whatever. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because I try to make videos of epic awesomeness. Usually I fail because I'm not epic or awesome. But, you know, I just do what I love, and I love YouTube, and I love communicating with each of you. So subscribe so we can be buddies. And favorite so your friends and family you can see, and share me as long as you do it nicely. That's all I ask. And remember, I love each and every one of you so, so much. And again, thank you, Gemma, for the shout out. That was so awesome. And for everyone that has come from Gemma's channel to mine, thank you so, 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 so much. You have no idea how much this means to me. Peace and kisses. Bye.